Sometimes we say, I'm waiting to hear from God. And when you think about that, I'm waiting to hear from God. Is that always the case? Is it that we're really waiting to hear from God? Or is it that He's speaking, we're just not able to identify His voice? So we say, I'm waiting to hear from God. The thing about hearing from God, you must have relationship. You must have active communication with Him in order to know His voice, right? So understanding His words, knowing His voice comes with what? It comes with reading your Bible. It comes with opening that Bible, or either if you have an app on your phone, a Bible app, taking out that app, pulling up the Bible and reading it. That's how you know what God is saying. Opening your Bible, reading your Bible, spending time with God, listening to His voice, talking to Him, allowing Him to talk to you. When you do that, that's how you will know His voice. That's how you will know when He's talking to you. But let's say this, if you come across someone who speaks a different language and they're talking to you, they're actually saying something, but because you don't have a connection, you're not clear on what they're saying, you don't understand their language, you have no idea what they're saying, but they're still talking, right? And it's not until you understand their language. Understanding another language may mean taking classes to understand a language, a foreign language. It may mean traveling to another country, spending time in that country to get familiar with that language. In either incident, though, it requires you to take time to learn, to stop, to set aside time to listen so that you can have an understanding of what they're saying. And then once you get to that point where you have learned, you've taken the time to learn, when they come to you and they start talking whatever language it is that they're speaking, you'll be able to identify what they're saying because you've taken the time, you've put in the work to learn. That's the same way when it comes to hearing from God. You have to put in the work. You have to do the work in order to understand what He's speaking, in order to understand what He's saying. And sometimes I believe, we can say, I'm waiting to hear on God. I'm waiting to hear on God. But it's just like the situation that I just shared with speaking to someone who speaks a different language. God is speaking, but because you don't understand, you don't know the language, you did not take the time to read your Bible. You did not take the time to listen to Him, to allow Him to talk to you, and vice versa. You talking to Him, because that time was not taken. He's talking, but you don't understand. So my word to you, take time. Take time, talk to God. Let Him talk to you. Open up your Bible. Read your Bible. Let the words in the book speak to you. And I guarantee you, when you do, you will be able to clearly hear what He has to say to you. And I'm guilty of this in the past. I use the statement, well, I'm waiting on God. I'm waiting to hear from Him, as if like He's just out of the blue just going to pop something in my mind and tell me what to do. But it's not until I established a relationship, I established communication with Him, that I understand now He always speaks. It's just I couldn't identify his voice. So I encourage you today, take the time, read your Bible, talk to God, and listen to what he is telling you.